All right, yo, what's up? It's your favorite Samoan Barkeep here. I'm here with Bentley's Bourbon. Bentley, you know him well. The bougie Bentley, and then you got the layman amateur whiskey person over here. So we're gonna combine our two profiles and see what we think about these bottles here. So Bentley, I'll let Bentley talk about these because these are both his bottles. So
talking about how you're the layman and I'm looking at your shelves going, excuse me, sir. All right, so VDN finishes or various orangey finishes are kind of interesting, and we have two spicy boys here. We have your basic level Nulu VDN Finish. And this was a seal box pick from a couple years ago. It's 118.8 proof, but this is like easy to acquire if you're looking for a VDN. There's tons of these around. And then we can go all the way to probably the most controversial Parkers that's ever been released, but also the fanciest boy orange something finish.
definitely.
This is done in Orange Curaçao. And I have a friend who gave me this like beautiful sample, so we don't have to crack this bottle right away, just in case either of us hates this thing. Because right now it's kind of it's coin flipping who it's going to.
So I don't know anything about VDN. What's Vino de Naranja? What is that?
So Vino de Naranja is an orange-based liquor. It's like they technically call it an orange wine.
Okay.
But it's more like a liqueur that comes out of Portugal.
Gotcha.
So if you want the orangiest orange ever, you want Vino de Naranja.
Okay.
And that's become kind of a more popular thing. Like Starlight, Nulu, a bunch of places have done, like Heaven's Door, have done Vino de Naranja finishes, or VDN for short. Where Parker's used Orange Curaçao.
Is that more of like an artificial orange?
I think the Curaçao is done differently.
Okay.
Because, like, I think like Blue Curaçao, which is almost like a cream liqueur in its texture. And I wonder if Orange Curaçao is the same. I don't have a lot of experience with Orange Curaçao, but it had Vino de Naranja on its own.
Yeah, okay.
And it is very orangey. So
I love Curaçao in cocktails for sure, but I don't know how it's going to translate in whiskey. But
yeah, so basically we're going to compare the highest level of bougie orange whiskey to the most probably easily findable orange whiskey. And we'll see if it's even worth hunting down. At least the good news, quotation marks, good news, about the Parkers is they're not terribly expensive on secondary compared to other Parkers because they're not as popular. They're still going to run you like $250 to $300, depending on how lucky you get. But this is like a $70 bottle.
yeah, I was going to think 70 or 70.
They're not terribly expensive. And I remember when I got this, I was like, both apprehensive and super excited, and this is like my favorite bottle to take to shares because it is kind of weird and different, but in a really good way.
What do you think about the response you get when you take it to shares? Is it kind of divided, or is it more leaning towards the people like it?
I've seen more people like it because I think very commonly you get the response of, this just tastes like a kind of barrel strength old fashioned.
Gotcha.
And one of our friends who we've had at a few shares, although doesn't do any YouTube, that's how he described the Parkers, is the best barrel strength old fashioned you'll ever have.
Okay.
So that's our buddy Dave.
Yeah.
He really hyped this bad boy up. So we'll see if it can live up to what he has to say.
Dave, he loves Parkers too.
He does love Parkers. He might be a little biased. But yeah, let's get into these bad boys.
All right.
We'll start with the coolest sample ever made. Good Lord.
I mean, I have a pretty cool sample over here. Willet Purple Top.
Look at that
Pretty
fancy
nice,
boy.
We're getting some pretty lame cork pops on these open bottles.
Some nice reasonable. Oh, here you go. It's all you. Depending on how we like it. I dripped on my hands.
Such a cute little.
It's so cute, isn't it? It looks like just a tiny Parker's bottle.
Definitely does not smell as citrusy, at least what I spilled all over my hands.
I did the same thing. This bottle might look amazing as a sample bottle, but it doesn't pour that well. All right.
I think I'm going to start with the Nulu.
I was going to say, I feel like we start with Nulu, right? We set our bar, quote, low, unquote. I probably have to get another one of these bottles, because I do love this damn thing.
Just when I hear the name VDN, I think of just orange and citrus, and you get it. I mean, I always imagine when you hear something like that it's just going to blast you with like, this tastes like orange tang, or like, you know, something like that. But it really doesn't. It's just so subtle.
I think that's the thing that surprised me the most about when I first cracked this thing was I was expecting like Sunny D with a little bit of whiskey,
Exactly.
and it's like no, it's very. It's more of an accent than like the main star.
I always get worried when they have these kind of things that you're going to end up with like a Good Times, where it's like, is this actually whiskey, or is it just like
Where
they
the
pour
finish is just
Kool-Aid
so
and
over
like
the top.
Kool-Aid and a half whiskey and a half Kool-Aid, and they call it a whiskey? But
Maybe we should mix Kool-Aid and whiskey and see if we can do make Good Times on our own.
it'll be like Mad Dog 2020.
Oh God! All right, let's get into this bad boy. I like it.
That's crazy.
I will say the one thing that I can tell in the Nulu is it tastes a little young. Like you can tell it's probably some of their younger whiskey that's been finished afterward, as opposed to some of their older stock.
I don't know if this is just my palate, but typically I attribute a little bit of harshness to youth, and so that's what I get on the Nulu. It's a little harsh, and so that's kind of how I would typically attribute it to being a little young. Just a little harsh on the palate, but the flavor is good. I'm actually pretty surprised. I didn't think I was going to like this.
Because the base distillate, and it's nicely, unlike the 13th colony we did before, it's nicely labeled here that it is distilled by MGP of Indiana. Just putting that out there, 13th colony, maybe some transparency would help your audience.
Is Nulu, did they rebrand as New Louisville?
I don't think so. I think they're still Nulu.
There's another brand that came out called New
New
Louisville.
Louisville,
I
yeah.
thought it was the same as Nulu. And
I think I saw it in some other YouTuber's video.
Okay.
One that we will not name, because I feel that we are both larger of stature than that gentleman.
Physical stature or online stature?
Not online stature. I think that guy crushes both our souls in online stature.
Most of them do.
The nice thing is like, it really is more like a very bourbon forward cocktail. And
Yeah.
the citrus is a hint. It's a little accent. It's not completely masking the whiskey out. You still taste the whiskey. You still get some of the kind of what I call like the MGP pepper on the finish. And a lot of like the MGP profile. Even though, yes, it is probably younger MGP. It's probably like 4 years or something like that.
I think there's two kind of cocktail drinkers, right? From my previous days as a bartender, there's the people that are using the cocktail because they don't want to taste the alcohol, so they want to taste it sweet. And then there's the other people like us who I want to taste the whiskey, and so
Yeah, absolutely.
this would be the perfect barrel-aged old-fashioned where, I mean, you're getting mostly whiskey with just a touch of sweetness and a touch of that citrus, just kind of to accent it. So, but I mean, you know you're drinking whiskey. You're not drinking, sweet and sour mix or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not drinking like 2 gallons of whiskey sour mix with 2 drops of
Exactly.
cheap whiskey in it. I'm not drinking like my college days, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm not going to talk about what we drank in college, but
Okay, I feel like because we're going to something so different, I've got to clear my palate with some water.
I just felt like I had to because this is a bottle that has a neck tag on it, so it needs the fresh palate.
It is Maximum Tater. Fancy boy neck tag.
So I get much more citrus on the nose of the Parkers than I did on the VDN or on the Nulu.
Yeah.
Much fruitier, citrusier. Is that a word? Citrusier.
No, I'm with you. I make up words all the time on my channel. I just add an E to everything and it becomes a new word. It really drives my my necessity to put subtitles in when I'm doing shorts like crazy.
I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but Bentley will show me here at some point so I can slap those subtitles on.
I'll teach you the magic. I just use software to do it.
All right, I'm going to try it out. This is my first time ever trying this Orange Curaçao Finish Parkers. Thank you for bringing this over, Bentley.
Hell yeah, brother.
I mean, I don't know who could hate that. I mean, I wouldn't pay the normal secondary price for a Parker's for that, but I mean...
Why? Is it just because it's not as whiskey forward that this gets so maligned?
I don't know, but it's not... I don't think it's bad at all.
This tastes like a high-quality cocktail.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because it goes for such crazy prices. I mean, $250 for a bottle of a pre-mixed cocktail is kind of high, but...
That's a little wild. I'll agree.
When I can get the Penelope and the Banger pre-mixed cocktails they're making for $27.
Can we talk about that black walnut for a half second?
Have you tried it? I haven't tried it yet. It's good. Oh, I haven't got one yet. I got the new apple cinnamon one in the mail, though. That's coming soon.
Oh, do you? I'll be curious because I'm not normally like a big apple pie fan.
I'm not either, but I'm going to try it.
But I've got the black walnut.
Yeah.
I think if you were being completely objective, it's better.
Better than the peach? The peach is too sweet.
But it's very much a like, I want to drink that in the fall. I would not drink that in the summer when it's hot. I would drink the peach
all day in the summer. With some ice, the peach, and a splash of the barrel.
How many bottles
Penelope.
did you go through?
Penelope?
Yeah. The peach.
4.
Okay.
Just me. I only drink it myself, and like nobody else drinks it.
Okay, I shared mine a little bit with like my brother-in-law and stuff, and yeah, I went through 3 over the summer. Yeah, that was a regular go-to. But back to our regularly scheduled program, talking about this Parker's.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's not amazing, but I mean, it's freaking good.
I think it's one of those things where people don't taste the whiskey enough because, like, in comparison, right? I feel like you're more whiskey forward here with the Nulu.
I think so.
But this tastes the best old fashioned I've ever had in my life was at the Mayfair Supper Club in Las Vegas, inside the Bellagio.
Okay.
And this is kind of close, but it is more sweet forward. It's not as savory forward as some people might like from like the bitters that would be in their cocktails normally if they're making this on their own.
You have to let me know if you end up cracking that, because we're going to have to try it, because I don't know how these sample bottles
hold.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just thinking this is 110 proof, and I'm not feeling any of that proof, so I'm wondering if maybe this let some oxygen got in there, because
this drinks like it's like an 80 proof cocktail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like you don't feel any proof at all, and it's kind of surprising being 110. So
you know what this reminds me of? If you took a little bit of the spice away from the Handy and Schiller pre-made.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's got a little spice on the back end where this doesn't have any of it.
No spice at all.
But it is really goddamn good.
I don't know flavor. I mean, it'd be crazy to pour that over ice though with a 250.
Yeah, so that's the thing,
that's
right?
The problem.
Like, would you ever pour this over ice? Because it is kind of just like a cocktail in a glass. Or more importantly, would you feel that the quality is worth even its SRP, which I think was like $150, compared to this? Let's play fair and not compare different flavor tastes, but compared to our orange flavor, where this is like $70. Would you bump up to this thing at SRP if you could find it?
Yes.
Okay. So basically what we're trying to say is the hate on the internet is wrong.
I mean, I'm saying it.
Sort of. But would you,
would you do this at the price out of the equation? No.
Because you know what this was paid for. Do you feel it's worth at what it was paid for? Which was not full secondary, by the way. But it's not MSRP.
I mean, it was barely over MSRP, right?
It was like $165.
Yeah, I would pay that.
Plus, not full taxes in Washington State.
Yeah, only 10%.
Only 10% because of source.
Yeah, I would get that for that.
So what, $180?
Yeah, fine.
I'm with you. I think experience is so much better here in the Parkers.
This is really good. Like, don't get me wrong, this is good, but this is not something that I would want to pour pretty often. Like Bentley said, he brings it to shares because it's cool, and it definitely
different.
is. It's something that you don't try. You get a different flavor profiles, but this is something where if I was just sitting here, I could pour myself a glass of that anytime, and I would be happy. I'll probably put a little splash of Luxardo cherry juice in there, and
just get a little extra oomph. Because like I come back to this, right? I just took a small sip of this, and the first thing that immediately hits me as a difference is the slight harshness from the youth that's coming out here.
Yeah.
Where this is a much more mature whiskey.
So much.
It's so chill, and even though it's, did we say 110 proof? Yeah, 110 proof. Well, we had a lot of 110 proof today.
And we were giving our friend a hard time, but I'm a tater for Parkers too. I love Parkers.
Can we favorite Parkers?
Favorite?
Yeah.
11-year heavy char wheat.
Are you really the heavy char wheat, not the heavy char bourbon?
No.
Because I know you've had both.
The wheat.
I also love the heavy char wheat.
It's a good bottle.
That bottle is wild. It's absolutely wild.
My favorite might be the double barreled blend, but I haven't had it in such a long time because just haven't had a pour of it.
It's because the same friend we're talking about has bought like every single one that has showed up on Washington secondary, almost seemingly regardless of the price that it's gone to. For those that are in the secondary market, you know what we're talking about here at this point. It's just like, it's getting a little nutso.
I mean, the heavy char bourbon was good, but it's also, I think there's a little, I had a full bottle of the heavy char wheat, so I always give it a little bit of deference to something that I ended up having a full bottle of, so I'm sure the heavy char bourbon was good. I remember we had samples of that outside of the cut that day, right?
We're speaking about the Ballard Cut, by the way, for those that are not from Seattle and don't know, which is an amazing restaurant, but a much more amazing whiskey bar. And this man was very gracious to bring a bunch of Parker samples, which included both the heavy char wheat and the heavy char bourbon. Did you have the heavy char rye too in that sample set? I feel like we hit the trifecta.
I don't know. Maybe. I think we had, didn't we?
Or maybe we had the newer rye. I can't remember. We had a rye, and I liked it, even though I'm not a rye guy.
Yeah, no one can be perfect. It's fine.
Wow. Brutal.
It's all right.
Well, okay. Let's score these. Because I feel like we have to in this kind of matchup.
I mean, I will give the Nulu. What would they give a 72? Oh, yeah. I would put this on the same level as the 17-year American light whiskey that I gave earlier, about a 70. I mean, it's good. It's something that you should try. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if I got a bottle of it, but it's just not something I'm going to go back to a lot. This one, even though I was fanboying over it, I mean, I'll probably say it's like an 80. I mean, it's really good. But if you factor in the price, you know how much I hate high prices and what the hell tax here in Washington too. It just makes it unbearable. So just for that price plus the hell tax is like, yeah, value. You're not getting as much value for it. But I would definitely buy a bottle of this if I found one for a reasonable price.
Yeah, I think because this was not hell taxed.
Yeah.
Especially to have it because it is such an interesting thing, and Parker's is so sought after regardless. Like, I probably, and this is kind of cheating a little bit because of what I paid for it. I would probably put this around like an 84, 85, something like that. And I'm kind of similar, like somewhere 68 to 70 probably. I'd have to think on it a lot deeper instead of just a quick compare. This thing is really good, but again, it is very cocktaily. So you have to mentally gymnastic prepare yourself that this is a $150 to $200, possibly upwards of $300 cocktail in a bottle. But you get a lot of them, so, you know, that's nice.
I feel like if you're getting up to that level where you're spending $300 on a bottle anyways, I mean, it's like, it's not like you're too worried about your discretionary income at that point, right? So it's, I mean, don't go maxing out your credit cards to get a bottle of this, right?
Yeah,
but
don't do that.
If you're in good financial shape, I mean, throw a couple Benjamins at this, I'd be down for that.
And I think if you wanted like a super nice cocktail, like on your birthday or your anniversary, and you poured a couple ounces of this and called it a day, I think you'd be pretty happy.
I mean, I think this would be one that you could even share with your spouse if they're not a whiskey person, right? You could pour them an ounce of that too on your anniversary and
Yeah,
it down.
yeah, I'm with you. I think, like my wife, who likes a little bit of whiskey here and there, but definitely is not like we are.
Yeah.
She would probably be really down with this thing. So yeah, I will do the early honors. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps all of us small YouTubers, whether we're from the Northwest or not, grow. Tells old Papa YouTube, hey, I like this stuff. Maybe these two fat guys should be exposed to more other people because they talk about whiskey and that's cool.
Maybe.
We're babbling too much. As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching and stay awesome.
You know what we do. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.